Wait, did we skip the intro sequence?
No,
Oh,
I
wait,
have.
no, no,
I
no.
have.
They rehashed the intro sequence on a new game.
I have not even pressed new game yet. So.
I forgot that. Yeah, the intro in this game does get repeated every time you do a
I'm
new
gonna pick
game.
up a second because I'm disconnecting from the VPN.
Alright, so someone give me a shitty name for our hero.
Mario.
So I opened up hotbox.tv
Longo.
and turns out
Longo,
it's
got it.
rather than Hitbox. No, not Longo.
You see, this is what happens when Longo goes on her alcoholism binge.
Exactly.
It should be
yeah.
Longio.
Look at those beautiful SNES graphics.
It brings a tear to my eye because of how ugly it is.
Man, remember when this shit was cutting edge?
No.
Yep. Stop motion animation. It was all the rage.
This was, what, 20 years ago?
19.
Damn.
Close
This
enough.
game is old enough to vote, but not old enough to drink.
This came out when the N64 was.
It is in Puerto Rico.
So I can imagine people thinking this was what like N64 3D graphics looked like.
Look at that isometric view.
Yeah, I'll do some fucking isometric platforming.
It's not gonna
Isometric
make it.
Platforming is the worst fucking thing. I'm glad it died.
I should have avoided that, but I am gonna punch this man.
Rip every Tony Hawk port to Game Boy Advance.
Look, you have to be trying in order to die in the intro sequence.
Well, no, I
even
should have avoided it purely out of a well, this is a waste of my time thing.
Speaking of waste of time, isn't it amazing how we only have a single target ability and they're facing us against 4 guys?
To be fair, they do like 1 goddamn damage.
Yeah, I know, but it's just busy work.
Welcome to Square RPG circa 1990 whatever.
Or at least this game doesn't have over-the-top summon animations.
Actually, hell, welcome to Square / Square Enix RPGs in general. They are all pointless, tedious, busy work.
There's gotta be a crazy story behind how this got made.
Back when Nintendo and Square were on actually good terms?
Yeah. It's mind-blowing that they even got Square to, like, you know, look at them, because they were essentially... I mean, Nintendo was only that much bigger because they had actual hardware. But
Square
could
didn't
hold
start
their own.
hating them until the N64 fucked over their plans for Final Fantasy VII, so...
No, we need to prepare ourselves.
Well, I mean, in the end, Final Fantasy VII ended up looking like you had, you know, toothpicks and marshmallows for models, so... Look at Cloud. It honestly looks like there are toothpicks and then, you know, colored over marshmallows for, like, hands and arms.
It is the worst looking Final Fantasy game, and that's my favorite thing about it.
Oh no, he threw a hammer.
See, my favorite, most nostalgic thing about coming onto the internet was the big fight between Ocarina of Time and Final Fantasy VII, which game was the best game ever, quote unquote, was
Neither?
going on like right at that time, like around 2006 through 2008.
Yeah, it's neither.
I think that's what everyone came to agree after Ocarina of Time kind of won. And then everyone's like, wait, why'd we even argue this?
That's
Out
a
of the
fucking
two,
tall
Ocarina
tower.
of Time held up better, but... it still has not held up that well.
Whoa, how does physics work like that?
I don't know, maybe he...
Clearly Bowser's castle is non-Euclidean.
He fell up.
Well, you know, see, what happened was, we were falling down, and then we jumped off Bowser, and then jumped all the way back to the top.
And then we somehow just kind of floated in midair as we were reaching up for Princess Peach, or sorry, Toadstool.
Yeah, this is the pre-Peach era. Please make sure you have your pronouns right.
They could have picked a better font choice for that title screen.
They could have picked a lot of better things.
Honestly, I still don't get why it's a giant sword.
It's
Makes
a giant
no
sword
sense to me.
because fuck you. That's why.
It looks
Pretty
good on the.
much.
It
Because
looks good on
Square
the
Enix
cover art.
doesn't know anything about video games other than big swords are cool.
Because whosoever pulls this sword from this castle shall become the new King of the Koopas.
But yeah, honestly, they probably just picked the big sword because it would look cool on the cover art.
That too.
What's his name again? I remember it
Look at this.
sounding so stupid.
Look at this Toad giving us some fucking sass.
It's like Furnace Butt or something like that. Black Forge. What's his name?
Damn, Toad, that was ice cold.
Fuck
That's
you.
a giant sword.
Fuck
Yeah,
you, Toad.
what's
I'm
his
going
name?
to sleep.
Are we all just?
Oh, hey, I see Mario passes out the same way I do. Just flop on the bed, fully clothed.
His name is. Where is that? I knew I had like a bookmark for it somewhere. Not specifically the sword, but
Marked?
No.
Yeah.
The name
I
of the
played-
stupid sword.
no, I played a lot of Super Mario.
no,
it's
it's the-
X
the
Sword.
The
final-
stupid sword is X sword. Yeah, totally not Excalibur.
No, he's Excalibur.
But he doesn't do one damage
He
though.
has no money.
And the final boss is Smithy.
Smithy, that's it.
AKA
Yeah.
Evil Santa.
I do like how they
He's
make
not
the
Evil Santa. He's a pre-Metal Gear Solid representation of the war economy.
I do love how they make such a big deal over Sword Guy, and then he
I-
turns out to be relatively inconsequential.
Novel, I just saw you like sitting on your desk, smoking a pipe and like with professor glasses on, addressing a class.
You're assuming that that's not how I always watch these streams.
Dang, he filibustered that bridge down.
He
Did you see
did.
that?
That son of a bitch.
It's like you're teaching university classes on video games. Pre-war Metal Gear was a very
No, pre-Metal Gear, it is a pre-Metal Gear dissertation on the war economy's effect on the everyday person's life.
Today, I will argue that it was all nanomachines that caused the video game crash in the late 70s.
Come on, guys. Like, are you gonna completely ignore like Mario's exposition through pantomime?
Yes.
This is pretty great. Listen.
He lives in Pipe House. You know he's token up all day. This is just like he's just high, and this is his dream.
Yes, Toad, I know how to use items.
Well, yeah, he just got his daily mushroom fix from the toes, so...
But do you know about timed hits?
Fuck yeah, I know about timed hits.
Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior, Goomba Christ?
How did they even stick him up on the cross?
One big nail through.
How do Goombas hold things in general?
They don't!
Oh
They
come
have
on,
never
like
been implied to hold things, except for the few times they have in the Paper Mario games.
They bite them.
They couldn't figure out what
They
to do.
hold them with their teeth.
They just hung him upside down with like one through the foot.
Oh,
That's
are we
awful.
still on this subject?
yeah, I'm sorry.
Also,
We're not
I
getting
think
past Goomba Christ.
jumping on enemies does not cause additional damage.
It does not. But it's cool as
But
hell.
crucifying them will do it.
Also, this battle music is rad as hell.
Okay, at this point I think we can drop the fucking Goomba Christ thing. It has played its part.
I remember these Goombas actually being surprisingly powerful. Like,
That's because you didn't know about timed hits.
more or less, 3 damage when you've only got 20 health is somewhat significant.
Probably shouldn't be
That
fighting
sounds
it.
about right for when you were at that point in the game in the Paper Mario games, too.
Heck no, they were
No,
doing
you
like 1
really
damage.
You only do about 1 or 2 when you're... when you're
But
But
in
at the very
early-
beginning, yeah, but by the time you reach the 20-25 HP mark, shit's doing like 2 to
that's
4 damage.
two
a pop.
level ups. Just throwing that out there. You don't
Who
have
the
to.
hell levels up HP first?
Little kids.
Yeah, badge points all the way, man.
I know.
I usually do 1 level of FP, then 1 level of BP, and then start mixing it
Yeah,
up.
like my first level never goes to BP because you don't have any good badges at that point anyway.
Oh yeah, fucking that Koopa Troopa's day up.
Please do not fuck Koopa Troopa.
Also,
I think you will find that that's a Sky Troopa, not a Koopa Troopa.
They're called paratroopers, you scrub.
No, it's called Sky Troopa. The game.
No, paratroopers are actually separate enemies in this game.
That's right. I'm the one who's a pedantic little shit.
Also, you might have to do jump attack.
now hang on, I gotta hit the shrooms.
Delicious.
But I got it back, and that's what matters.
He's just even more high.
I love that little mechanic that you can just occasionally get lucky and not have to use an item at all.
Yeah, it's so random, but it's still nice that it's there.
Alright, well that just did a shit ton of damage.
Rip that dude.
Yeah, damn.
Do it.
Oh no!
Go big or go home.
I fucked up.
You touch Fuzzy, now you're getting dizzy.
I mean, are we sure that Mario isn't already touching Fuzzy? It's a euphemism for drug use.
We know.
Good job, Toad. You got cornered by a fucking Goomba.
I mean, look at his stubby little toad arms. What is he supposed to do about Goombas? He can't punch them.
Well, they can always jump on their head and just pick them up
Look
and
at
start
his
throwing
stubby
them
little
around.
toad legs. How is he supposed to jump?
They seem to do it well enough in Super Mario 2.
That's a different Toad. We've already been over this. Mario Timeline, man.
Oh yeah, level up.
There's a Mario timeline.
No, there isn't. That's the joke.
We're gonna punch dudes better.
Yes, you always pick the one that isn't the one. I said
we're gonna punch dudes better.
Dude, you always take the one that's not just the +1. It's the Mario rule.
This game is so fucking easy that I could pick +1s the entire time and it wouldn't matter.
You are a travesty.
Yeah, pretty much. The Mario RPGs didn't start getting challenging until the Mario and Luigi series.
Even then, Mario and Luigi 1 is piss easy.
Until the final boss, when it's like, oh, by the way, fuck you. Here's a really long combat sequence, and if you get hit once, you're down to 1 HP.
That's when you use the spring jump item on Luigi.
Well, right, but no, you have to you don't get a chance to do anything before that attack.
Yeah, you
That's
have to
why
survive the
you use
first round.
spring jump item because it lets you dodge most of that attack without like really putting any effort in. Hi, I played that game a shit ton.
But to be fair, the whole shtick of the Mario and Luigi series is that all the final bosses have dick moves.
I don't know if I played past the first one. The first one was good enough.
Bowser's Inside Story was pretty straightforward.
Bowser's Inside Story is the best of them.
Yeah, I would say 3, 4, 1, then 2 dead last.
Ooh,
Well,
You really like Dream
One's
Team?
low.
I don't know. I would put Superstar Saga over Dream Team.
Debatable.
It's not debatable. You wouldn't have the rest of them without it, and it is still a good game.
I don't know. I don't like that argument. Like, you gotta bring more to the table than I did it first, therefore all of my mistakes are, forgiven.
Well, the fact that it still holds up, to this day, as a game.
It does, but
Like,
Dream Team is still mechanically
The
better.
biggest thing you can think of about that game is that the final boss is a dick move, That's a pretty good game.
Well, can I fight the man? No, I cannot fight the man. Shit, I got Spiny.
That said, I think Dream Team went way too hard in the other direction in terms of difficulty.
No,
That's
like
my favorite RPG.
The thing about Dream Team is that, like, the tutorials and shit are just, like, overwhelming, and then at the same time, they're also like, oh, by the way, the combat is the hardest the series has ever seen.
Yeah, like, that game isn't fucking around. The bosses will fuck you up on short notice, and the giant Luigi battle at the end with Giant Bowser is legit one of the most annoying things.
This is why I argue the best Mario RPG has to be Super Paper Mario.
I could never actually do that spin jump thing correctly in the giant battles. Like, I always ended up just mucking it up and having the battle stick forever as a result.
Super Paper Mario isn't a Mario RPG, though. It's Mario platformer with RPG elements.
I was hoping for a crazy
I mean,
reaction.
realistically, the best Mario RPG is Thousand Year Door.
Thousand Year
Easily,
Door
yeah.
is so fucking bloated. Don't even
It's
try.
padded beyond shit. They couldn't,
But it's fun though.
It's fucking not! Did you really like Chapter 4 that much?
Yes. I
Yeah!
love the whole game.
You didn't
You mean the
didn't love
long
going-
endless
arena
amount of
arc?
fights that could have been cut by, like, half, and still have felt a little excessive.
Oh, to your Arctics,
To
it's
be
time for
fair,
the Hammer Bros. Do you know about jump hits?
Oh man.
I'm a huge purist, and
Also,
I prefer the
that's
first game,
a fucking huge hammer, bro.
Sorry.
Thousand Year Door was okay. It has the exact same fucking problem Okami does, though, where it goes on too long.
Okami goes on way longer, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying they have the issues inherent to the game.
Okay, if we're talking too long RPG though, we're gonna have to list like every.
Oh, no,
JRPG
Arctics, you did
planet,
it all
so-
wrong. You need to hit the second Hammer Bro, and then kill the
I mean, I
first
can
Hammer
list
Bro.
Xenoblade from personal experience.
Xenoblade goes on way too fucking long if you do the side quests.
Xenoblade is about a normal
way
play of
too long.
Xenoblade can easily go 80 to 100 hours.
Yeah, let's not mince words. Xenoblade is a long fucking game.
And I'm pretty sure Xenoblade Chronicles isn't any better about that.
Whoa, did Hammer Time just completely miss?
Yes, it did.
So I'm going to start keeping a free mushroom count, because that was your second fucking one.
One of these days I will figure out the timing for blocking Hammer Time.
Today is not that day.
Yeah, today is definitely not that day.
Because he's already dead?
Yes, because he's dead.
Anyways, I'm
Now
gonna step
you
out,
get-
so I'm gonna have dinner, so later,
Now
guys.
you get a hammer, so every time is Hammer Time.
Yeah, so when are we gonna get that puffball marshmallow frog thing? That
He's,
can't make up mind
he's
what it is.
Pretty soon,
Right in the next
actually.
town. Which is to say Mushroom Kingdom, which is
But yeah,
not like a
tanks,
town
there
at all.
are JRPGs that do not overstay their welcome. Tales of Fantasia is
Honestly,
exactly as long as it needs to be.
I kind of wish that there was more Bowser's Inside Story. The ending kind of came suddenly, and I felt like they could have done more.
I've only played through Superstar Saga like halfway through. I got through the second one, like the first two chapters, and then my flashcard broke, so
I never played
mess around with that anymore.
either of the DS one. Well, I kind of played a little bit of one of the DS ones, but I didn't have a DS when the first one came out,
Mm.
and never went back and bought it.
They're good games. It's just that they couldn't really hold me, and I really wanted to see if I could emulate on my phone for Superstar Saga, and it just didn't. It doesn't work.
No, you need a proper controller for that game.
Yeah, it disappointed me though because I played through all of Mother 3 on my phone.
That's not a game that uses the L and R buttons, though. Is
Yeah, well, it does a little bit, but not like in
it?
attack
Not
mode,
as a
so.
dedicated mechanic
Yeah, no.
consistently throughout the game. Like tanks. You have a Wii U, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's on Virtual Console on there.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually worth getting then.
Yeah, it's like $6.
$8. Same as
$8?
same as an SNES game.
You can do much worse for that price for a Game Boy Advanced era game.
Like actually buying the Game Boy Advance cartridge.
Yeah.